Hey guys, welcome back again. I was just rewatching a video by Sergeant Robert Horton on war castles, and I really want to sort of regurgitate some of what I just watched. I've only watched the first 12 minutes, rewatched, and there's just so much formation here already. And so this is going to, once again, maybe in a different way or with a different flavor, help you understand what's going on in the world, on Earth, and how long it's been going on. And so basically what he's saying here is that everybody, the entire Earth, is captured in this shipping, postal, and banking warfare platform. This is an ancient Masonic platform. And I've spoken about this before, but not quite in this way, and so I'll do it again. As you know, I've mentioned many times that we are presumed to be cargo vessels. And as I've mentioned before, you're birthed through your mother's water. That is because of the shipping war. But listen to this. When you're born or birthed, you are docked as a vessel by the doctor, who is registered as a harbor master by the Port Authority, by the authority of the DOT, Department of Transportation, which, by the way, is controlled by the post office. When you're born, you are harbored by the harbor master, meaning the dock. You're docked in, like docketed. The hospital itself is a foreign vessel in dry dock, a boat. Because you're a ward of the state, that means you're an outlaw. Why? Because you have not been introduced into the global shipping, postal, and banking warfare platform yet with a paper vessel. Because you are a ward of the state, you are in the maternity ward. Once your parents or one parent puts their mark on the birth certificate, now you're subject to the laws of the state, meaning the state of affairs of global construct, not the state of New Hampshire or the country. It's a global thing. This system is global. Well, the Earth itself is a vessel, just as we are vessels. This is presumed by this system. The Earth is a vessel or a boat floating in the sea of space. That's why it's so vital to be the postmaster or general of the post. The post being Earth. Earth is the post. If you're talking about the world's people, the Earth itself, the vessel, is the post. It's all a system of vessels. The Postmaster General of the world has always been Great Britain. Since it's been around. Before that, it was, something connected to Rome. I mean, Great Britain's connected to Rome, certainly in its machinations. And so that's where you get the shipping. That's how you are entered into these trusteeships. And then you have the post office, which includes the timelines. Everything has a timeline, 45 days for a trust contract to be terminated after the beneficiary is removed, and 3 days right of rescission, and these are timelines. Postal. The banking is the banking. You've got fractional banking and all that great stuff. Yeah, awesome. Not good for us though. Great Britain has always been the postmaster of the world, and they have, regarding that term, because they have been since 1868, so they are. Well, what's interesting is that this warfare platform is enforced by the courts of the world. The courts are considered neutral ports where all of the wars are fought. Postal wars, banking wars, shipping wars. As I've mentioned before, a lawsuit is, or the law is, civilized warfare. I mean, it's right there in plain sight, right? So this is warfare that's going on. It's paper warfare, albeit just as vital as any other. Trust me. What they're enforcing is an elemental chart, a strategic metals contract, which gives them the ability to print and mint their own coinage, but it's based on the banking system, which means it's part of the system, part of the Freemasonry system. In addition to the elemental chart, the strategic metals contract, there's the Styles Manual. They use the Chicago Manual of Style, and the dictionary. And those 4 elements make up the grammatical construct that we all use, and therefore makes us part of the system. Whether you're in Russia, China, the US, or wherever you are, if you're married or divorced, you're considered married or divorced in all of those states. States of mind conveyed on paper vessels. That's what a state is. That's what a country is. A state of mind conveyed on a paper vessel. And the reason that you are considered married or divorced, just using that as an example, in all of these states is because all of the courts are connected. These are all the neutral ports. As I said, they're all using the same system. In its entirety, it is an old-school Masonic system of monarchy intended to control the planet. When you think of Masons, some people think of people that build buildings. And again, there are Masons that build buildings. There are also Masons that build governments, and they defend those governments with this warfare platform. The King of Britain is the reigning monarch on Earth. He was, anyway, when the 13 colonies were created. And the post office back then was the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania Post Office, the Ben Franklin Post Office, or Postal Court. When the American Revolution broke out, the king cut off our ability to conduct international trade out of that post office because we went to war with Great Britain. So we could not conduct commerce. We still have to follow the same international rules. All wars vacate those type of contracts, meaning postal treaties. And, so it's not like they tried to do something dastardly. This is all part of the system that has to be followed. After the revolution, we couldn't open that post office to international trade because we owed 1.6 million francs to France. Well, then we had a skirmish between France and Spain. Spain said, hey, Columbus discovered the New World. What a bunch of bullshit that is anyway, but discovered on paper, yes, he did. All they care about is paper. It's a world of vessels. And so they said, you know, Spain owns the land. You know, they can't pay their money back. They're insolvent. And so we own it. France said, hey, America wouldn't even be up for capture if it wasn't for the 1.6 million francs that we lent to them, because we were now open for capture. Again, it's shipping and postal. It's not what you think. And of course, what happened is the reigning monarch of the world, the King of Britain, said, you guys need to stand down. You know, this is mine. I'm going to put my post office there again. It was there before we became the United States. And it's going to be there, you know, again. And of course they had to stand down. Again, the entire world succumbs to this system. It is entrenched deeper than you know. Deeper than I know. I've got an idea. Hey guys, I'll finish that formation for you in another video, maybe two. There's quite a bit there. I'll see you soon.